everyone, welcome to our channel Knowledge of Friends. Subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the latest update. Today we're going to start with your quantitative aptitude class, and this is your class 38. This is the arithmetical ability class, in which way we had started with averages here. Here we had completed operations on numbers, LCM and SCF of numbers, decimal fractions, simplification, square roots and cube roots, and this is your average. This is the sixth topic here. Before starting with this, it's a huge request from my side to please go ahead with the subscribe button, and it's a huge request from my side to please go through with the subscribe button and please like, share and subscribe our channel so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. On the same cases, we'll start discussing about it. That is the another question is your 45th question of the sessions here. So the question we have here, 45th question, we have that the average of 5 numbers is 27. If one number is excluded, the average becomes 25 and the excluded number is, this has been asked in your section officer question paper as well, that we have to talk about it. And the options we have 25, 27, 30 and 35 here. Let's go ahead. The average of 5 numbers is 27. If one number is excluded, the average becomes 25. The excluded number is, this has been asked in your section officer examination paper, and that is also an important paper respect towards competition wise as well. We have to talk about it, and eventually that is important as well. So on the same cases, the question we have as follows, and even we have to go ahead, but before answering it out, it's a huge request you can do by your side so that you will get to know that are you able to do it or not. So excluded number equals to 27 into 5 minus 25 into 4, which is equals to 135 minus 100, which is equals to 35 here, that we have as an answer here. Now we'll go ahead with another one, which is another question here, which is here the 46th question of the sessions that we have to discuss here, and that is 46th question of the sessions as well here. That is your the 46th question we have here, that the average age of 35 students in a class is 16 years. The average age of 21 student is 14. What is the average age of remaining 14 students? This has been asked in your SBI PO question paper as well, and that is also an important paper respect towards competition wise. The options for this is 15 years, 17 years, 13, 18 years and 19 years. Let's go ahead. The average age of 35 students in a class is 16 years. The average age of 21 students is 14. What is the average age of remaining 14 students, which has been asked in your SBI PO question paper. That is also an important one. And the options we have 15 years, 17 years, 18 years and 19 years, and that we have to talk about it as well. So let's go ahead for the solution for this as well, and that is to be as follows. Sum of the ages of 14 students equals to 16 into 35 minus 14 into 21, which is equals to 560 up minus 294 equals to 266. So required average equals to 266 upon 14, that is equals to 19 years. That we have as an answer. Now we'll go ahead with another question, that is another one that we have to talk about it, and which is the 42th question of the sessions as well. That is 47th question of the sessions as well. And that we have, the question is 16 children are to be divided into two groups A and B of 10 and 6 children. The average percent marks obtained by the children of group A is 75 and the average percent marks of all the 16 children is 76. What is the average percent marks of children of group B here? This has been asked in your RRB examination paper, and that is also an important paper respect towards competition wise. The options for this we have 77 1 by 3, 77 2 by 3, 78 1 by 3, 78 2 by 3. So we'll go ahead here. 16 children are to be divided into two groups A and B of 10 and 6 children. The average percent marks obtained by the children of group A that is we have of group A is 75 and the average percent marks of all the 16 children is 76. What is the average? Percent marks of children of group B. This has been asked in your BSRB examination paper as well. That is also an important one here. On the same cases as I told you, and let's go ahead find it out for the solution for this as well. And that we have as follows. The required average we have that is equals to 76 into 16 minus 75 into 10 whole upon 6, which is equals to 1216 minus 750 upon 6, that is equals to 466 upon 6 equals to 233 upon 3. Then it is your 77 2 by 3. That will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we will be going ahead with another one, and that we have to talk about it, which is another important question, and that we have as follows. Is your 48 question of the session. The question is, the average score of a cricketer for 10 matches is 38.9 runs. If the average for the first 6 matches is 42, then find the average for the last 4 matches as well. And that is, the options we have is 33.25, 33.5, 34.25 and 35. This has been asked in your examination paper, and that we have to talk about it as well. On the same cases, we'll go ahead here. That is the average score of a cricketer for 10 matches is 38.9 runs. If the average for the first 6 matches that we have here, that is we have, and for the same sake we have to find out here, that is the average score we talk about it of the cricketer for the 10 matches is 38.9, and if the average for the first 6 matches is 42, then find the average for the last 4 matches. This is being asked in your IGNO examination paper. The options for this we have here is 33.25, 33.5, 34.25 and 35. So on the same cases we have to go ahead and that to be find it out as well. So required average equals to 38 that we have here, which is 38.9 into 10 minus 42 into 6 upon 4, which is equals to 137.4, and that is equals to 34.25 that we have as an answer here. Now we'll go ahead with further, which we'll have to talk about it. That is another question here, and that is also an important one. On the same cases, that is the question we have is your 49th question of the sessions as well, and that is the question we have here is the average of 6 number is 3.95, the average of 2 of them is 3.4, while the average of the other 2 is 3.85. What is the average of the remaining 2 numbers? This has been asking your bank PO question paper, and the options we have 4.5, 4.6, 4.7 and 4.8. Let's go ahead. The average of 6 numbers is 3.95. The average of 2 of them is 3.4, while the average of the other 2 is 3.85. What is the average of the remaining 2 numbers? This is being asked in your bank PO question paper that we have to talk about it and that we have to answer it out as well. So on the same cases here, sum of the remaining two numbers, sum of the remaining two numbers equals to 3, we'll just wait here, 3.95 into 6 minus 3.4 into 2 plus 3.85 into 2, which is equals to 23.70 minus 6.8 plus 7.7 equals to 23.70 minus 14.5, which is equals to 9.20 here. Required average equals to 9.2 upon 2 equals to 4.6 that we have as an answer here. Now we'll go ahead with another question. That is the another question we have to talk about it, and that is we have as follows, which is the another question here is the 50th question of the session as well. 50 question of the session is here. That is the batting average for 40 innings. For 40 innings of a cricket player is 50 runs. His highest score exceed his lowest score by 172 runs. If these two innings are excluded, the average of the remaining 38 innings in 48 runs the highest runs of the player. This has been asked in your exam competition paper. The options we have here: 165 runs, 170 runs, 172 runs and 174 runs. The options for this we have, and now we'll go ahead for the solution for this as well. That is also an important one here. On the same cases we'll have to solve it out. Let the highest score be x. Score be x, then lowest score x minus 172, then 50 into 40 minus x plus x minus 172 equals to 38 into 48. 2x equals to 2000 plus 172 minus 1824, which is equals to 28. 2x equals to 348 and x equals to 174. That will be the right answer for this question as well. We'll go ahead with another one, and that's what we have to talk about it, which is the 51st question of the session. The question is that the average price of 10 books is rupees 12, while the average price of 8 of these books of rupees 111.75 of the remaining two books, if the price of the one book is 80% more than that of the price of the other, what is the price of each of these two books here? That has been asked in your assistant grade question paper, and that is also an important paper respect towards competition wise. And on the same cases, if I am going ahead, yes, on the same behalf of it, the options we have is rupees 5, rupees 7.50, rupees 8 and rupees 12, rupees 10 and rupees 16, and rupees 12 and rupees 14 here. The average price of 10 books is rupees 12, while the average price of 8 of these books is rupees 11.75 of the remaining two books. If the price of one book is 60% more than the price of the other, what is the price of each of these two books that we have? This has been asked in your assistant grade question paper as well. That is also an important one. On the same case, we'll have to find out for the solution for this, and that even though we have to talk about it, let's go ahead to find out, and that is also an important one, so you have to consider about it here. That's great. And we'll talk about the 51st question of the sessions here. So here we'll talk about it, that is the 51st question of the solutions here. And for the same sake, we have here that the total price of the two books we have to find out, and that is total price of the two books equals to rupees 12 into 10 minus 11.75 into 8, which is equals to rupees 120 minus 894 equals to rupees 26 that we have. Let the price of one book be rupees X, then the price of other book equals to rupees X plus 60% of X, that is equals to rupees X plus 3 by 5X, which is equals to rupees 8x upon 5. So x plus 8x plus 5 equals to 26. 13x equals to 130. X equals to 10 that we have as an answer. So the price of the two books are rupees 10 and rupees 16 that we have as an answer here. Now we'll go ahead with another question that we have to talk about it, which is the 52th question of the sessions as well, and that is we have 52th question. We have the average of runs of a cricket player of 10 innings was 32, and how many runs must he make in the next inning so as to increase his average of the runs by 4? This is by an ask in your SSC examination paper. The options for this is 2, 4, 70 and 76. We'll go ahead. The average of runs of a cricket player of 10 innings how many runs must he make in his next inning so as to increase his average of runs by 4. That has been asked in SSC examination paper as well. The options we have 2, 4, 70 and 76. We'll go ahead. That we have to talk about it as well. Average after 11 innings equals to 36. Required number of runs equals to 36 into 11 minus 32 into 10, which is equals to 396 minus 320, which is equals to 76. Now we'll go ahead with another one, which is the another question here, and that is your which is the 53rd question of the sessions here. So that we have a grocer has a sale of rupees 6,434, rupees 6,927, rupees 6,855 and rupees 7,230 and 6,564 for a 5 consecutive months. How much sale must he have in the 6th month of that gets an average sale of rupees 6,500? This has been asked in your SSC examination paper, and that is also an important paper respect towards competition wise. The options we have is rupees 4,991, 5,991 and 6,001, and of course that is your we have 6,999. So let's go ahead with the question here. A grocer has a sale of rupees 6,435, rupees 6,927, rupees 6,855, rupees 7,230 and rupees 6,562 for 5 for consecutive months. How much sale must he have in the 6th month so that he gets an average sale of rupees 6,500? This has been asked in your SSC examination paper. Now we find out for the answer here is that is total sale five months equals to rupees 6,435 plus 6,927 plus 6,855 plus 7,230 plus 6,562, which is equal to rupees 34,009. And the same case for the required sale, we'll talk about it. Rupees 6,500 into 6 minus 6,000, 34,009 equals to rupees 39000 minus 34009, which is equals to rupees 4,991 that we have here, and that will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we will be going ahead with another question, and that we have to talk about it, which is also an important one here. On the same cases, we'll go ahead further, which we'll have to talk about it, and that is the another one here. And on the same behalf of it, we'll go ahead with the 54th question of the sessions here. That is, a company produces on an average 4,000 items per month for the first 3 months How many items it must produce on an average per month over the next 9 months, that to average 4,375 items per month over the whole year. This has been asked in your SSC examination paper, and that we have to talk about it. For the options we have 4,500, 4,600, 4,680, 4,710 as well. Let's go ahead to that. So here we go ahead with another question that we have to talk about it, which is your 54th question of the sessions as well. And as I told you the question here, so that is a company produces on an average 4,000 items per month for the first 3 months. How many items it must produce on an average per month over the next 9 months, over the next 9 months, to average 4,375 items per month over the whole. This has been asked here, and this has been asked in your SSC examination paper, and that we have to talk about it as well. On the same cases, the options for this we have 4,500, 4,600, 4,680 and 4,710 as well, that we have to find out here. Let's go ahead for the solution for this as well, that we have to talk about it as required. Average equals to 4375 into 12 minus 4,000 into 3 whole upon 9. Then multiply 4,375 into 12 will get 5,000, which is 52,500 minus 12,000 whole upon 9. When will 52,500 minus with 12,000 will get here? There's 40,500 upon 9. We'll cancel it out. We'll get 4,500 here. That will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we'll go ahead further, which we'll discuss about the another question, and that is the another is your 55th question of the sessions as well here, and that is also an important one. So on the behalf of it, that we'll talk about it. The question is here: in the first 10 overs of the cricket game, the run rate was only a 3.2. What should be the run rate in the remaining 40 overs to reach the target of 282 runs? This has been asked in your math examination paper, and that is also an important paper respect towards competition wise. The options we have 6.25, 6.5, 6.75 and 7 as well. We'll go ahead for that. In the first 10 overs of a cricket game, the run rate was only 3.2. What should be the run rate is the remaining 40 overs to reach the target of 282 runs. That we have to talk about it. This has been the question which has been asked in your math examination paper, that we have to talk about it, and that is also important one. The options we have 6.25, 6.5, 6.75 and 7, that as I told you, and that we have to talk about it, and that is also the answer here, which is your the 55 question solution. We have to solve it out here. So here we go ahead, and that we have to talk about it. Required run rate equals to 282 minus 3.2 into 10 upon 40 equals to 250 upon 40. 0 cancel it out. We'll go ahead 6.25. That will be the right answer for this question as well. Let's go ahead with another one, and that is what we have to talk about it, which is your 56th question of the sessions as well. The question is, the average price of 3 items of furniture is rupees 15,000, and if their price are in the ratio 3:5:7, the price of the cheapest item is, that has been asked. The options we have is 9,000, 15,000 and 18,000 and 21,000 as well. So let's go ahead for that as well. The average price of 3 items of furniture is rupees 15,000 if their price are in the ratio that is 3:5:7. The price of the cheapest item is, this is B. The options we have 9,000, 15,000, 18,000 and 21,000. We have to talk about it, and that we have as an answer here. So with the same cases as I told you, and that for the same cases we have to talk about it, and that is we have an average as well, and that the options we have 9,000, 15,000 as I told you. Let's find it for the solution for this, that you will be able to understand what we have to solve it out. So let their price be 3x, 5x and 7x. Then 3x plus 5x plus 7x equals to 15,000 into 3, or x equals to 3,000. Cost of cheapest item equals to 3x, which is equals to rupees 9,000 here, that we have to answer it out. Let's go ahead with another one which we have to talk about it, and that is your the 57th question of the sessions as well, that we have to go ahead. So the question on the same cases, the question is, of the 4 numbers, that the first is twice the second, and the second is the 1/3 of the third, and the third is the 5 times of the fourth, and the average of the number is 24.75. So the largest of these numbers is, that we have to find out. This has been asked in your hotel management question paper, and that is also an important paper respect towards competition wise. The options we have 9, 25, 30 and none of these, and for that we'll go ahead with the question first here, which is of the 4 numbers, the first is twice the second is 1/3 of the third, and the third is 5 times the fourth. The average of the numbers is 24.75. The largest of these number is the largest of these number is, this has been asked in your hotel management question paper, and that, as I told you, that is important as well, so you have to consider about it. And for the same case, we have a solution for this. The options, as I told you, 9, 25, 30 and all these as well, so we'll have to find out for that as here that we have to discuss. Let the fourth number be x. Let the fourth number be x, then third number equals to 5x, second number equals to 5x upon 3, and first number equals to 10x upon 3. So x plus 5x plus 5x upon 3 plus 10x upon 3 equals to 24.75 into 4, or 11x equals to 99, or x equals to 9. Here that we have 11 1 is 11, 11 9 is 99, so that is we have. So the numbers are 9, 45, 15 and 30. So largest number equals to 45, that we have as an answer here. Now we'll go ahead with another one which we have to talk about it, and that is the 58 question of the sessions as well. That is the question here on the same cases of the four numbers of whose average is 60, and the first is 1/4 of the sum of the last three. The first number we have to find out. This has been asked in your SSC examination paper. That is also an important paper respect towards competition wise. We have to talk about it, as I told you. Let's go ahead for the same cases here. So here we'll go ahead of the four numbers whose average is 60. The first is 1/4 of the sum of the last three. The first number is, this has been asked in your SSC examination paper as well. That is, we have to talk about it. That option we have 15, 45, 48 and 60.25 here, that we have to talk about it. And then the same cases we'll have to find out the answer here, which is let the first number be x here. Let the first number be x. That is your, then sum of the four numbers equals to x plus 4x equals to 5x. So 5x upon 4, 60, or x equals to 60 into 4 upon 5, which is equals to 5 ones are 5, 5 ones are 5, 5 2s are 10, so 12 over 4, so that is your 48. That will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we'll go ahead with another one that we have to talk about it, which is another question here. 59 question of the session as well, that is here, and that is the question is of three numbers, the first is twice that the second, and the second is a twice, and the third here, that the average of the reciprocal of the numbers is 7 upon 72, that the numbers are, we have to talk about it. And on the same cases, the options we have is 16, 8, 4, 20, 10, 5, 12, 4, 12, 6, and 36, 18, 9 here, that we have to talk about it here of the. So here we go ahead, and that we have to talk about it, the another question, as I told you about the 59th question that we have to talk about of the numbers, and of the three numbers, three numbers. The first is twice, the second, and the second is twice the third, average of the reciprocal of the number is 7.22. Numbers this has been asked in CBI examination paper here, that we have to talk about it. So on the same case, we go ahead and we have to find it out. The options for this is 16, 8 and 4, 20, 10 and 5, 24, 12 and 6, 36, 18 and 9 here, that we have to talk about it. So let's go ahead. Let the number x second number equals to 2x, first number is equals to 4x, first number equals to 4x, that we have 1 upon x plus 1 upon 2x plus 1 upon 4x equals to 7 upon 72 into 3, or 7 upon 4x equals to 7 upon 24, or 4x equals to 24. 4 1s are 4, 4 6 are 12, so x equals to 6. We can say that the numbers are 24, 12 and 6 here. That will be the right answer for this question as well. We'll go ahead with another one, which is the 60th question of the sessions as well, and that we have to talk about it, and which is also an important one here. So let's go ahead for that as well, and that is also an important one, which is the 60th question of the sessions here. 60th question of the sessions here. So here with the same cases, for the same case that we have to talk about it, and that is we have here, and we have to talk about it. And on the same case of the three numbers, that the average of the first and the second is greater then the average of the second and the third by 15. What is the difference between the first and the third of the three numbers? This has been asked in your SBI pure question paper, and the options for this we have is 15, 45, 60, data inadequate, and none of these. So for the same case we have to find out here of the three numbers, the average of the first and the second is greater than the average of the second and the third by 15. What is difference between the first and the third of the three numbers? This has been asked in your SBI pure question paper. That we have the options as I told you, 15, 45, 60, data inadequate, none of these. Let the numbers v, x, y, and z, then x plus y by 2 minus y plus z by 2 equals to 15. X plus y minus equals to 30, or x minus z equals to 30, that we have as an answer here. Now we'll go ahead with another question that we have to talk about it, and that is the another one here which we have to talk about it, and that is the 61st question of the sessions here that we have to talk about. The question we have here is the average of 8 number is 20, the average of first two number is 15 1 by 2, and the next three number is 21 1 by 3. If the sixth number be less than that of the seventh and the eighth number by 4 and 7 respectively, then the eighth number is. This has been asking on SSC examination paper, and that is also an important paper respect towards competition wise. That is options we have is 18, 22, 25 and 27. Let's go ahead. Of 8 numbers is 20. The average of first two by 2 and that of next thing 21 upon 3. If the sixth number be less than the seventh and eighth number by 4 and 7 respectively, Then the eighth number is, this has been asked in your SSC examination paper here. The options we have 18, 22, 25 and 27 that we have to talk about it, and that is also an important one. So let's go ahead for that as well, which is the questions to be as follows. Let the eighth number be x, then sixth number equals to x minus 7, number equals to x minus 7 plus 4 equals to x minus 3. So 2 into 15 1 by 2 plus 3 into 21 1 by 3 plus x minus 7 plus x minus 3 plus x plus, that is what equals to, we'll get 8 into 20, that is we have on the same cases, that is equals to 31 plus 64 plus 3x plus 10 equals to 160, 3x equals to 75, 3 ones are 3 and 3 25s is 75 here. That will get as an answer here. Let's go ahead with another question that we have to talk about it, and that is the another one here which we have to go ahead, which is the 62th question of the sessions, and that is also an important paper respect towards competition wise as well. Let's go ahead. So here we have, that is the question, we have 62th question of the session. The question is, if the arithmetic mean of the 75 number is calculated and it is 35, if the number is increased by 5, then the mean of the new number is, this has been asked in your assistant grade question paper, we can say that, and that is also an important one here. Options we have is 30, 40, 70 and 90. We'll go ahead for finding it out here as well. Let's go ahead the question with, if the arithmetic mean of 75 numbers is calculated, it is 35 if each number is increased by 5, then mean of new number is, this has been asked in your assistant grade question paper that we have, and which we even though have to find it out as well. So for the same case we will be going ahead, and like am of 75, that is arithmetic mean of 75 numbers equals to 35, and sum of 75 numbers equals to 75 into 35, and that is equals to 2625. Total increase 75 into 5, 375. Increase sum equals to 2625 plus 375, which is equals to 3000. Increased average equals to 3000 upon 75 equals to 40. That we have as an answer here. Now we'll go ahead with another one, and that we have to talk about it, which is another question here, and that is also an important one in the respect towards it. We'll go ahead, and that is the last on question that will deal with it, and that is also an important one here, which is the 63rd question of the session. The question we have: the average of 10 number is 7, and if each number is multiplied by 12, then the average of the new set of number is. The options we have 7, 19, 82 and 84. So here the average of 10 numbers is 7. If each number is multiplied by 12, then the average of the new set of number is average of 10 numbers equals to 7. Sum of these 10 numbers equals to 10 into 7 equals to 70. x1 plus x2 equals to 70. 12x1 plus 12x2 plus 12x10 equals to 840. 12x1 plus 12x2 plus 12x10, that is equals to 84. So upon 10 that we have. At the same cases, average of new number equals to 84. That will get as an answer here, and that is also an important one. So there we'll end it up, and first of all, it's a huge request from my side to all the viewers to please go through with the subscribe button, and please like, share and subscribe to our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. Other than that, if I'm going ahead in a detail about it, that we had to cover up, we had completed your software engineering and sociology as well, and that is also an important one which we have to cover up. On the same cases, if I'm going ahead in a detail, we had started with your, so that is your which is we had dealing with your, that is we are dealing with your quantitative aptitude. Other than that, we had started with your that is the another one is your quantitative aptitude, and we had completed your chemistry, that we had started with the NCERT for the class 12, where we had completed unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4 and unit 5, and unit 6 we have to start with it. Other than that, we talk about we are dealing with the reasoning here, that is your verbal reasoning and non-verbal reasoning, where we had completed your verbal reasoning here, and in the same case for the verbal reasoning, where we had completed your general mental ability and the logic reasoning. And other than that, if I'm going ahead, so yes, of course, that after that we had started with the non-verbal reasoning, where we had completed series, analogy, classification, and your analytical reasoning, mirror image, water image, embedded figure, and your completion of incomplete pattern and figure matrix. And now we'll discuss many more topics that we have to discuss here. In terms of quantitative aptitude, if I'm going ahead here, it has been divided into two parts, which is the arithmetical ability and the data interpretation. In arithmetical ability, we had done your operations on numbers, SCF and LCM of numbers, decimal fractions, simplification, square root and cube root, averages, problems on numbers, problems on ages, surds and indices, percentage, profit and loss, ratio and proportion, partnership, chain rule, time and work, right and system, time and distance, problem on trains, problems on streams, Boards and streams, allegations or mixtures, simple interest, compound interest, logarithm, area, volume and surface area, races and games of skills, calendar, clocks, stocks and shares, permutation and combination, probability to discount, bankers discount, height and distance, odd man out series. And in terms of data interpretation, we have to deal with the tabulation, bar graphs, pie charts and line graphs here that we have to cover up here. So here we'll end up here only. And first of all, it's a huge request from my side to all the viewers to please go through the subscribe button and please like, share and subscribe to our channel so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even you can also enjoy the video as well. Thank you. Hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion on the comment box. Thank you.